Hello, hello, hi, how are you? It has been so long since I've gone live, and I'm genuinely excited to return. So I'm just going to take a second to pin our topic, which is your or your partner's trauma too much to move through? I have thoughts. Hello, tell me where you're joining in from if you're coming in live. I'm so excited. I actually really am. So let me just pin this so that people know what we're talking about. Great. So is your or your partner's trauma too much to move through to actually build a conscious relationship? Now, I only phrase it this way because I get asked this so often. So to be really clear, you and your trauma are never too much. Okay, whatever you moved through, let me say it a different way. Whatever is holding you back in a relationship is usually probably based on survivor skills that you picked up from whatever you had to survive from. So just know that you adapted perfectly to whatever situation you had to survive from. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing at all fundamentally wrong with you. Yeah, that's the really first important thing that I want you to know. So there's not a too muchness here, as in something wrong with you. Okay, your survivor skills are exactly what you needed. It's just that we keep our nervous system and limbic brain decide that, hey, that worked for me once or maybe several times, so we need to keep using that as a tool. So those survivor behaviors in relationships helped you survive the bad, but it also tends to recreate the same because it's the same tools, right? So they've outworn their use. So we just need to pick up new ones. Where are you joining in from? Let me know. I'd love to know where you are in the world as we go along. Hi. Hey Ryan, what's up? Hello, and please feel free to ask questions. I really love this topic. So back to the question, is your or your partner's trauma too much to work through? That is a very big question that only you will be able to answer. I'm going to give you a couple of prompts to think through as you're just assessing that. Hey, hello. Oh, South Africa. That's amazing. Very cool. I'm in Nashville, for those of you who don't know, in the United States. So as you're thinking through this, sorry, they're working outside. They're working outside. I'm like, what is that noise? Here are just some things to consider. Now, first thing to consider is that part of the function of a relationship is to create an incubator for you and your partner to move through old wounds and relationship patterns and to create new patterns. That's part of the function of it, right? So the question is, are we both in a place? Are we both capable in this moment? And do we both have capacity to move through patterns, right? Like, we're not framing this as anybody's bad or wrong or a monster. We're not doing that. It's just that what's our capability and how we're showing up. Hello, Ontario, Canada. Hi. Thanks so much for coming. So first question to consider, is progress being made? Do we feel like we're moving through things? Or does it feel like we're just looping and cycling? Anybody ever feel like that? Raise your hand if you've ever felt like that or if that resonates. So is progress being made is the first thing to consider. Second thing to consider, is it always intense? Are we always talking about deep stuff, or is there fun and play? Do we have moments of levity, of actual genuine fun and play? And when we have fun and play, does my body open? And do I feel more open and thrive? You know, when we feel more open, our arms tend to move around more, we smile more, our body kind of relaxes and moves around a little bit more, or am I always really tight and tense? Okay. Third thing to consider, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, is this relationship a safe, soft place to land? At the end of the day, after everything's all said and done, of course you're going to be working through hard stuff. Of course you're going to trigger each other. But at the end of the day, Does it feel like a soft, safe place to land? These are a lot of points to consider. Fourth thing, are you both taking accountability for your patterns, for your thoughts, for your feelings, for everything about you? Are you taking responsibility, or is there just a lot of blame being tossed back and forth? Okay, so those are questions to consider. I just taped a reel to put this out there on Instagram in a much more concise way, but I really wanted to go live with you on it to see if you resonated at all with this. So let me know if you're watching live, if you're tuning in. Does this resonate for you? Are there other things that signal to you that no, this is workable? Like I said, if you are wondering this, you are not alone, because this is definitely one of the top questions that I get asked, and my clients, this is one of the things that they're most nervous about, of, is the trauma just too much to work through, right? And again, just know that trauma can be worked through. Your body and your partner's body is an amazing healing machine. But our capacity and our capability at any certain point in time, that's what we start to tend to look at. So there is no hard answer here. It's just those are questions to consider. So I'll run through them one more time. And if you do have questions, or if you resonate, if you want to name something about yourself and your relationship, I'd love to hear it in the comments, or just wave to me and let me know if this is resonating for you. So again, number one, if you're just hopping on, is progress being made? Or does it just feel like you're looping and cycling, right? Like when you have hard conversations with your partner, which are necessary, does it feel like they actually get somewhere? Does it feel like it's going somewhere? Does it feel fruitful, right? Does it feel like we're a little better each time? Now, you'll still go in waves, you'll still have hard times, but does it feel like we're actually getting somewhere? Number two, is it always intense, or do you have fun and do you have play? Is there play? Are there moments of genuine safety, of genuine comfort and play and fun? Number three question to consider, at the end of the day, is the relationship a safe, soft place to land? At the end of it all, this is a safe place to be. Somebody chimes in and says, no, I'm at the stage of having difficulty saying goodbye. I totally get that. Yeah, like maybe when it's not right, or it's not for you, but it can be hard to say that final goodbye and to let go, for sure. Yeah, thanks for chiming in. Other thing to consider, the last thing, is, are both of you taking accountability? Are you taking full responsibility for all your thoughts, behaviors, and actions, your patterns, your everything? Or is there just continued blame and not taking responsibility? Is always something else's fault? It's your fault, or it's work's fault, or it's something. Okay, my loves. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this. Like I said, it's been forever since I've gone live with you all, and now that I'm on here, I really miss it. So I'm always open to hearing what topics do you want to hear more about? DM me, because I would love to know. Grace, hello, sister. Yeah, DM me what you want to hear about. And I plan on going live a lot more often. If you want to know more and hear more, do know that I have a new course that's out. It's coming out on February 22nd through the 25th. It's how to create conscious love that lasts. It's how to have conscious love that lasts, with somatic science and the queen archetype. So go check that out. All that info is in the link in my bio. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you. Thank you for being here, following along. I really do appreciate it. Yes, I'll post this later if you hopped on just at the very end or in the middle. So you can have this to look back on, and DM me and just say hi and tell me what you'd like to hear more about, what's going on in your relationship life. If I don't know you yet, my name is Liz. I'm a somatic psychotherapist with almost 20 years now in the field. And my big thing is helping people deeply repattern old relationship patterns, right? Like relationships that were based in old traumas. I help you really access the nervous system level, because that's what we need to do. It's not just in the mind. We can't talk our way into new relationship patterns. We have to get in the body with it. And it takes consistency, it takes time, it takes patience. But I really love helping clients put all those pieces together to have a new relationship pattern. So go check out that course if it feels like the right time for you. It's called How to Have Conscious Love That Lasts, keyword lasts, with somatic science and the queen archetype. So go check that out. And I'll post this later if you jumped on late. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you. Keep following along, and thank you for doing so. Bye for now.